Hi, this is Dan Gensler talking with Grant Watley, head coach for the men's and women's cross-country team, who head to St. Paul for their biggest run of the season. They're going to participate in the NSIC cross-country championships. Reed, talk to Cougar fans about this meet and how your team is prepared for it.
We've been preparing for this meet since June with our summer mileage, and everything we do in our training is geared towards the last 3 meets of the year with our conference, regional, and national championship meets. And so we're working hard to try to peak the kids up for this meet, and it'll be exciting to see all the hard work they've put in. Running over the summer when it's it's hot, you're running by yourself. Just seeing all that hard work that they've put in really pay off starting this weekend.
A year ago, the men's team had quite a year. They were 8th nationally after finishing 2nd at both the cross-country championships at the conference meet, when we had an individual champion, and we hope to have another one. And at the regional meet, the central region meet, in which we took 2nd, and it was a pretty good year. What's your expectations for not only the men's team, and we'll talk about the women's team next?
The men's team, it's been an exciting year. It's been, last year we were a pretty, experienced group with having the Brockmuller twins, and Matt and Ethan both being juniors, and this year it's a lot younger of a group. I mean, 5 of our top 7 are freshmen and sophomores, and so, it's been a learning curve this year for our team, but they've really responded well, and each race, each practice, you can tell we're getting better. So we've got high expectations for this group. I mean, I think this group, if we can really just get everybody on the same page the same day, it can be a better group than last year. But I think we've set some high expectations for the postseason here, and we'll look forward to getting after it here.
Okay, Jace Kraft has won 2 Athlete of the Weeks. Ethan Tabbert could have possibly won one. He was one of the candidates up most recently after a 4th place finish at the Briarcliff Invite. And then you have the All-American Matt Horan.
Yep.
They're kind of the leaders of your group this year. Will they again be the leaders for you moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, Jace has just had a phenomenal year. He really, dedicated himself this summer, moved out to Colorado so he could train at altitude all summer, and really just did a great job of dedicating himself to his training. Didn't miss a single run. I mean, he's really bought in, and so it's really showed this year with his performances. He's gone to a different level. Last year he kind of fell off at the end of the year, just being a freshman, not used to quite everything, and it was a big learning experience for him. And so it'll be fun to see him get into a championship racing situation in cross country. I mean, he's had a lot of success in track last year in those championship races, but we're looking a lot for him from him on Saturday. And Matt Horan, I think he's probably been the most overlooked athlete ever. I mean, having the Brockmullers 1 year ahead of him, and now Jace has really come on. And Matt's a guy, he always shows up when it matters. He loves the race, just to go out and race, not worry about time, and just go and compete. And so I just know Matt's going to give us a good performance, and those 2 guys will really be up front for us. And Ethan has done a tremendous job leading our 3 freshman guys that are being our top 7. Mason Phillips, Stephen Brown, and Billy Beesman. So Ethan's done a great job kind of leading those guys, really helping them develop along, and I think that's also been pushing Ethan too. So it'll be fun to see kind of how those guys can all race, and kind of what order they come in. You never know who's going to be our top guy, or who's going to be our 7th guy. It's just always a quick field to come in.
All 3 guys return as all conference and all region performers, and of course Matt was the All-American, so we'll pull for them to have another good race on Saturday. Talking about the men's race, who's going to be the top 3 teams? USF's obviously going to be in there, but who do you have to? Who are you going to have to compete with to win?
Really for the men's side, it's kind of a 2-team race. I mean, it's USF and Augustana. I mean, there's going to be a whole host of teams kind of fighting for 3rd, with Duluth and Moorhead and Mankato and the University of Mary and Winona State. It's a whole host kind of fighting for 3rd, but really it's it'll be Augie and USF kind of fighting for those top 2 spots, and it'll be kind of fun to see how it plays out. I mean, we know we're going up against Augie's best. It raises our level of of running that we'll bring, and vice versa. So it'll be fun to see how it all shakes out.
The women's team, let's transition over to the women's side. You've got a team that has really been developing, up and coming over this all fall. Talk about them and what's your expectations for this team?
Yeah, our women's team, it's young. I mean, we have no seniors on the group, and so it's a group that last year placed 10th, and we weren't too happy with that. And our training level wasn't at where it needed to be, and so we've really worked hard at getting that training level up to where it needs to be. And our goal all year for conference has been to be top 6 when we get to the end of the year. And so we're excited. I think we can finish honestly as high as 5th place. So it'll be fun to see these women come around. I mean, it's a group where we don't really have that true front runner. We've had a different number 1 runner about every single meet this year, and it'll be fun just to kind of see how they all come in, because when one comes in, they all come in. So
Kylie Hurley was one of the athletes to watch at the front. Jordan Koplow's been there, and Rachel Hoffman and others. Any others that we can look for?
You know, our junior girls, I mean, Jordan Koplow, Laura Coons, Rachel Huffman, Kylie Hurley, they've all been solid this year, been in the program for a couple of years. They kind of know what to expect at a meet like this. We've got 2 sophomores, Tenley Schwartz and Kiana Hine. Tenley was our has been a top 3 runner for us all year, and Kiana was a top runner for us at Augie Twilight this year. And then we've got 2 freshmen, Becca Gortson and Keegan Day, that have both been up there this year too. So it's a very tight pack. I mean, we try to preach to them in practice. We got to stay close. We got to work together as a group, and they're finally starting to realize that they can work together, and it'll help them out during the race. It's something we haven't really had a lot of depth on our team before, and so now that we have depth, it's been a learning experience for them. But it's been fun. Each practice, you can just tell they're getting better and more comfortable running together as a group.
Teams to watch in that race?
It's kind of Duluth and Augustana will kind of probably be the top 2 teams in there, and then Mary will be up there too, and then Winona probably 4th, and then it'll be kind of a dogfight for 5th with us, Moorhead, St. Cloud. I mean, there's going to be a whole host of schools there, fighting for that 5th place, Mankato. But it's something we're looking for. We feel confident that we can go ahead and race very well on Saturday.
Okay, quickly, enthusiasm high,
yep.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, we're excited. This is what we train for. We tell our kids, start of the year, we're looking at, how can we race in the postseason. So we've been working for this for June, so it's finally time.
Finally, tell us the race times for both the men and the women. Yep. And location.
The women will race at 10 o'clock, and the men will race at 11:15. They try to keep the same schedule for regionals and nationals. And we're racing up at the Roy Griot course, up at the Les Bolstad golf course in St. Paul.
And the distance for the men?
The men will run an 8K, and the women will be a 6K.
Grant, good luck.
Yep.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.